Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your man Prime Time, and you already know you on PrimeTime Talk TV. And yeah, I'm back at you with another good video, and you already know the routine. Once you enter my house, wipe your feet off, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos like these.
For Prime Time.
To this day. Oh man, let's go ahead and jump on into this video, shall we? Man, oh man, look at the double standards of boxing when it comes to certain people, certain champions, certain title holders. And I'm talking about none other than Terence Crawford. This guy done went through some of everything. Done went through being mistreated by his own promoter, being mistreated by his own company that he was a part of, being mistreated by boxing commissions and boxers alike and champions alike, being ducked, dodged, excuse after excuse after excuse. And now I'm totally upset. I straight up am, because I told you I had to do my due diligence. And now I done looked into all of this stuff, and basically they just mistreating Terence Crawford because they can. Straight up. So many other countless fighters have been champions in recess, from Canelo to Mayweather to Devin Haney to Pacquiao. Everybody has had that shot at champion in recess. Oh, we can't take his belt from him, we gotta respect the champion. Well, where's the respect to Terence Crawford? Why does he have to take a back seat? Why is the pound for pound champion of the world being mishandled by the IBF? IBF, y'all got some explaining to do. Straight up. I get it. Y'all giving out all these interim belts, all these, vacation belts. And then when it's time, for fighters to fight, y'all want to try and use these interim belts. It's kind of like what Mayweather said was true. It's too many belts floating around. That's making fighters avoid fighters. That's making fighters duck fighters. That's making fighters not want to fight fighters and give excuses of why they got to fight this lesser fighter. Why can't we just agree on this, y'all? Why can't we agree just to have the real fighters fight the next person in line? Period. No more excuses, no more jumping around, no more ring around. The only way you can jump around and fight another fighter is if you get rid of all your mandatories. You get rid of all the guys that have earned their right at their place to fight for a belt in front of your face. That's what it should go back to. But are we not? Boxing is still the wild, wild west. NFL got a commission. NBA got a commission. Soccer, football got a commission. Baseball got a commission. But you know what? Nah, the mafia owned boxing, don't really have that. It's still the wild, wild west. It's been like that since back in the days. A lot of people don't know mobsters and the mafia really owned boxing at a long period of time, and I don't think they ever relinquished it. I just feel as though it's calmed down a little bit. They got a little bit more structured, but it's no commission to monitor these thugs and criminals that work behind the scenes to finagle and finesse the fighters, the fans, and the boxing community. And it must stop at some point in time. Don't y'all see how ugly this stuff is? We never really get the fights we want when we want them. We know we should have them around about this particular time. We know this fighter should fight this fighter at this particular place and time, but they don't. Because, too much power is given. I feel as though fighters should fight who is next in line, period. All that jumping around, because he got a belt, me and him, champion versus champion. No, fight your mandatories first. That champion versus champion gonna be there. And now we're getting fights so late behind that they don't even be appealing anymore. Just like, I hate to say this, but the Terence Crawford versus Spence versus Bootsennis, I still feel as though it's a hot fight. But, to the eyes of the beholder, maybe they feel as though Bootsennis don't have a name just yet, And granted, I understand it didn't ring the bells like Errol Spence's name did because Errol Spence had those 3 belts for so long. But I don't really like the way that IBF has done this. It's like they're almost making a mockery of the whole situation, Now I know the guy, Venezuela, killer that Bootsennis disposed of to keep his IBF belt, interim belt, but it's still just an interim belt. And now with Terence Crawford in a rematch with Errol Spence, how can y'all make Bootsennis the IBF champion? I don't get that. Unless y'all know something we don't know. Unless y'all know the Errol Spence fight and Terence Crawford fight won't gonna happen. Now I get that. Is the reason why this fight being avoided is because Showtime is canceling itself out and probably don't want to put up the money for a Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence fight? Is that the reason? I don't know. I'm trying to dig for y'all. And I'm gonna find out. That's how I do here. I let y'all know what's going on, just like everything else and everybody else. But see, I do my due diligence. I research and research over and over again and go through different channels and different circuits and different backgrounds to find out the thing I need to find out. Then I come back and I drop it off on y'all. Just like this right here, because, they were making it look like Terence Crawford was ducking, Bootsennis, yada, 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 but everything ain't never what it seems, right? And that's what this situation is. It's not what it seems. Terence Crawford ain't ducking nobody, and of course he wouldn't duck nobody, but he ain't trying to be played either. He ain't trying to be played about his money. He ain't trying to be played about his name. And he ain't trying to be played about this game. Because he know how to play it. He done been in it. He done been played before. And now, with him out there, free agent, he's learning, he's adjusting, he's moving accordingly. And that's why when we hear this news from the media and not from him, the horse's mouth, Terence Crawford, then we kind of understand the war that's going on. They want him to fight who they want him to fight. He wants to fight who he want to fight. He want to give Errol Spence the fight back, give him his rematch, his honor, just because. But, then you got other people in other places like, oh, man, we don't want to see that fight no more, and yada, yada, yada. Who knows? It might be a better fight, this fight. It might be a more competitive matchup. But the questions is, to the handlers, they trying to find out, can we really put the money behind this and get the money back out? Because if they lost a lot of money going in, a lot of times, it's hard to compel people to do it a second time around. And I think that's why all this stuff is just going crazy, haywire. Hey, last I heard, Errol Spence is in good spirits and a good headspace. He's just trying to stay quiet, stay focused. He's training in the scenes, and we're gonna see what happens with this whole situation. We're gonna see if Errol Spence is gonna get his rematch, but at what cost now? Because Bootsennis has the IBF belt, so if Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fight, is it gonna be undisputed? No, I think not. So IBF just really made a whole mockery of this whole situation. I don't really understand why a sanctioning body would make a move like this, but it is, every action has a reaction. So I'm just wondering what action made them have this reaction. And that's the part I'm trying to get to the bottom of. So you already know, if you want to find out all the goody good, all the behind the scenes, the information, the real information, and the rumor mill stuff that's going on about, you want to be connected right here to the place that you're at. This is the best place to be, for real, because I'm not going to shoot no lies to you. I'm going to give exactly what I get, and that's the honest, unadulterated truth and information and facts. I ain't giving you no opinions. This ain't no opinion-based show. You know, now I will give you my opinion, but after I have relinquished the facts. And the fact of the matter is that Terence Crawford has been stripped of his IBF title. It's been given to Jaronennis. He's been elevated as the true IBF champion now. Basically, they're trying to force either a Errol Spence or a Terence Crawford fight. They're basically saying neither one of y'all guys are going to be undisputed until y'all fight Jaronennis. You're not going to duck and dodge and move around him and act like he's invisible. So anyway, with that being said, that's all I got for this video. You already know the routine. You can leave my house, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. And definitely go to the website, PrimeTimeTalkTV.com, and copy some merch. All right, y'all. Peace, love. I'm out till next time.